How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. Today is January 10th, 2023. My name is Carlton Cartwright. I'm the Executive Director for the Veterans Memorial and Multicultural Histories Incorporated. And I've got two of my students today working with me at Riviera Beach Preparatory Achievement Academy. It's Keegan and there's Andre. And sir, what is your name?
Lee Hooks.
Okay, Mr. Hooks. Mr. Hooks, what is your background? I understand you've been an educator for quite a while.
I taught school for 35 years right down the street at John F. Kennedy High School and then middle school, starting in 1968, retired in 2003. I was the band director and choral director at that particular institution, as well as the Fine Arts Department chairman.
What other titles or jobs have you done? I mean, that's fantastic. You've been an educator for 3.5 decades here in the county, but I know that you're involved in other community-related activities, so to speak.
Yes, well, one I'm really active in right now is Kiwanis International, the Northside Club, West Palm Beach, where I'm past president for 5 times, also past lieutenant governor for the District 20 for the state of Florida. Also, and I was also the state chairman for the Human and Spiritual Values Committee and for the state of Florida for Kiwanis. In addition to that, I've also been very active with the Ebony Chorale of the Palm Beaches, the internationally renowned Ebony Chorale of the Palm Beaches. We're a professional singing organization, and we've been doing that for 32 years now. We opened the Kravis Center back in 1990, and been very, very happy. We've traveled internationally as well as around the United States, singing, bringing joy to people's ears as well as their souls.
Okay. One of the questions that I wanted to ask you today has to do with, how long have you lived in the state of Florida? Were you born here?
I was born in Georgia in 1946, but I've been here in the state of Florida, here especially the Palm Beach County area, for 76 years, 3 months.
What have you, some of the experiences that you've had being one of the community leaders here in the black community, as a matter of fact? And actually, what I'm really interested in is, what is your take on black crime?
It's a plague. It's actually a plague, and one that needs to be addressed wholeheartedly, not just by education for our students and our youth, but also through the ministerial alliances of Palm Beach County, and also the public services directors and what have you. We really need to address that situation. We need to get our kids more involved in positive things rather than so many negative things.
Okay. What have been some of the experiences that you've had in regards to discrimination here in Palm Beach County in the state of Florida?
Well, let's see, I guess probably my first real big discrimination situation was back in, I think it was 1974, when I was attempting to get a job at Palm Beach Gardens High School as band director when they were relegating Kennedy back to a junior high school. And I started out as a high school band director, and that vacancy became available at Palm Beach Gardens High School. But for some strange reason, I was passed over for a white band director fresh out of college, out of the University of Miami, even though I had 6 years of experience already in Palm Beach County teaching band and doing a good job at that. At least I thought so.
In regards to the economy, how do you feel about the economic atmosphere that people of color, black people have had to deal with here in the state of Florida?
Well, not only here in the state of Florida, but they always holler about recession. Mm-hmm. Black folks have been in a recession all their lives, trying to fight out of whatever they're in. We've never been able to come up to where we need to be as far as the economic status is concerned. And one thing that we're looking at, the playing field needs to be leveled, quite a few various areas. One thing I'd like to see us be able to do is, I'd like to be able to see black folk be able to get an equal opportunity in all endeavors, whatever they're attempting to do. Money seems to be always available for various projects and things when it comes to certain entities, but quite often when black folk want to try and get into businesses, viable businesses, there seems to be no money is available for those particular things. And so therefore we always have to look at it just like it is, called apples to apples, oranges to oranges, It's just a very, very bad situation when it comes to being equal. Equal, equal, equal.
As far as the leadership is concerned here, who needs to be present at those interactions?
Well, what I'd like to see is I would like to see county leaders, community leaders, ministerial alliances, civic leaders throughout, as far as sororities and fraternities, as business leaders, banks. All those people need to be at the table to be able to present and listen to what people have to say. The main problem I think we have as far as equality and being able to get on an even footing is people hear you, but they don't listen to you. And that's a very, very serious issue. They can hear what you're saying, but they don't really listen with empathy to understand what you're trying to get done. One of the things I've been trying to do for I don't know how many years now is to develop an institute for young students to learn videography, photography. It's called Digital Ascension Institute. And monies just seem not to be available for you to get what you need to get. But yet still they can provide funds for all other types of things that are much less important. One of my main focuses is to take children at an early age, starting grade 3, and preparing them for the future. All kids can't play basketball and football. We have black kids who have excellent minds, but they're just not being developed the way they should be. And I believe that every time we offer an opportunity for those students to be able to explore various entities in the world of business, technology, and what have you, especially since we're in a technological world now, they need to be able to do as much as they can and learn as much as they can for the future.
Okay, I want to sort of switch gears on you. Thank you very much, and talk about traumas. You know, I'd like to hear what you have to say about the traumas that have been experienced by not only youth, about intergenerational trauma in the black community. And I would like to hear your take on it. What do these traumas look like to you? Where do you think that they evolve from? Traumas that have been experienced by people of color in their communities.
Well, when you think about things in the past, especially when I was growing up, when the media didn't play such a vitally important role in your life, social media, television media, news media, all of these things have come and put it right to the forefront. Things that you normally wouldn't hear about around the world is right there in front of your face immediately now. Mm-hmm. So therefore it does traumatize you to a certain extent. And unfortunately, too often it gives credence to people doing bad things instead of people doing good things. Just to give you a basic example. When I was a choral director at Kennedy, I would take my group to Atlanta every year to participate as far as festivals and what have you. And I tried to get the local news media, television media to come out and film us rehearsing, getting ready to go, and take our kids to a very positive experience in Atlanta. And never could get anyone to come out. What I be told by the news producers, good news does not sell. And that's a very sad situation. There was a situation that happened at Kennedy where a young man hid a gun out in the woods behind the school, and one morning before school, he shot another youth on the campus. Well, needless to say, within 10 minutes, every news media helicopter was flying over the school. And that was being broadcast all around, but it was what? Bad news. Bad news. Where I couldn't get them to come out and do a short news clip on us doing some good things with kids. And so therefore, if you don't give kids something good enough to look at and to look forward to, they're going to emulate the bad folks because that's how they get recognition. And that's the sad, sad situation. It really is.
Okay.
Well, it's rather sad in my 76 years to say this, but it's so true. Racism is alive and well in this country. And what a lot of people fail to realize is this country was built on immigrants. We all didn't just happen to be here. We're all from other countries, and we blame all these other folks for trying to come in this country to get a better life, and we're trying to keep them out. Not we, but some people are. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Because my opinion is that if they want to come and breathe free air, then let them come as long as they're contributing. As long as they're contributing. Leveling the playing field. First of all, the most important entity is where we're sitting right now in a school is education. And we need to be trying to make sure that we get our kids, not from third grade up, but all the way from kindergarten, preparing them for the future, letting them know that how important an education is, and also making it affordable for kids to go to college once they come out. Unfortunately, too often, kids cannot afford to go to school, and they can't get the educational financial backing that they need to do what they need to do. If you're not an outstanding athlete, or an outstanding musician, or what have you, then guess what? You got a problem in trying to get in. And that's a very serious situation. So my opinion is we need to start with getting a good, strong foundation in education for all of our kids. Not just black kids, but all kids, so that we all can do well in this country